That's right. A big thank you to Desert Financial for sponsoring the KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio this morning, filling in for Randy Roberson. And in the studio this morning, I have Mr. Garrett Goldman, the
District Manager
at Green Valley Water.
Yes.
So how are you doing this morning, Garrett?
Doing good. Beautiful rain last night. So
Beautiful rain. And since I saw you last, the last time I saw you was during a tour that you gave to Randy and I. So thank you for that. And we want to talk a little bit about that today. Also, if you're listening on the radio, know that you can watch this Community Spotlight program on the KRIM FM Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. So if you are watching, hey, leave a comment. I have that up on my phone here in the studio. So if you have a question or a comment for Garrett or concerning Green Valley Water, please, post it on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. But Garrett, getting back to the tour, I tell you what, it's been a while since I've been out there, and I never received a tour of the entire facility, and I was thoroughly impressed. It is a wonderful facility.
Well, that's good. That was the point of the tour. So
that's what you try and do. Well, I mean, it's hard not to. I think it's hard not to impress people because of just everything that's going on. I mean, how advanced the equipment is, all of the science that's behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You commented before we started that some people might think that it's just a big filter that everything goes through. It's filtered out, and then, okay, this is somewhat clean, here we go, we'll put it over here or whatever.
Right.
But wow, it is quite the process.
Yeah, it is a process, and to me, it's amazing because it's all done with bacteria, live organisms that actually treat the water and make it usable again, so that we can push it back up to Green Valley Lake and then distribute it to our reclaimed water customers.
Yeah.
We don't use any chemicals.
No chemicals. And then towards the end of the process, I remember the filters, the filters, and then was it UV light?
UV.
Yeah, the UV light, and that's really it. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
And the other thing that was amazing, and this is something that anyone listening, anyone watching on Facebook or YouTube, anyone listening on the radio, you can schedule a tour with Green Valley Water, can't you?
Yeah, we offer a set tour time the first Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work for you, get in touch on our website. There's actually a link to take a tour. Let us know what time and date works for you. Generally, we try to do them on Wednesdays. It's about the best day of the week for us. But we can accommodate pretty much any time during the month.
And the website, if you want to, learn a little bit more about Green Valley Water, greenvalleywater.org. Beautiful new website.
Yeah, we just did that. I think it went live about a month and a half ago, and tried to update it, bring it into current times, and also a lot more information on the website that explains what we do, why we do it, and how we serve the community.
And that was something, just a total rebranding. With the name change, Green Valley Water, the new logo, the website, social media pages, the vehicles look really nice around town.
They are definitely distinctive. You can tell them when they're driving down the road.
They are. And then when we did the tour, all of the different employees that we met, also with all of the shirts, hats, you guys, it really looks good out there.
Good. Thank you.
We
thought it was time to not be that obscure agency at the end of the golf course that nobody knows what you do.
Yeah, what they did was very impressive, and maybe you can share a little bit about the importance of the GIS system, and that's a Geographic Information System.
Yes, that's what it is.
And it is something within your system.
Right. So not only do we have the treatment plant, which you can walk in, we can give you a tour of. Outside of the treatment plant, we actually have to get the sewage from the house or the business to the treatment plant. And we have just over 3,300 manholes in the system. There's 129 miles of gravity sewer line, 24, almost 25 miles of low pressure sewer lines, 14 lift stations, 10 miles of sewer force mains out there. So there's a lot of stuff that is in the ground outside of our facility that you don't see, that we actually have to operate and maintain. In the GIS system, I like to explain it, it's just mapping on steroids. So we are actually physically locating each one of our facilities out there. We can store information with them, inspection information, repair information, and it gives us the ability to actually manage the asset for our customers, so that it's here not just for today or tomorrow, but for generations to come.
It was again very impressive to see, and the lady who runs that system,
Teresa Aguirre.
And
yes.
It's her explaining and just showing the level of detail that system provides. And I remember another great point was now every employee out there, every technician has access to that information, versus how it was maybe done in the past, where it's just written down or kept in the head, and then everyone doesn't know to have that information.
So all of our field crews, each person has a mobile device that they can access. So at their fingertips, they can get the information on any of our facilities that are out there. And like you said before, we went to the GIS system, which is coming up on 3 years now when we started to implement it. We had paper maps, and at best they were cartoons. So we kind of knew what we had, but we didn't really know what we had. And now we have it defined. We can go to any point in the system, and we know exactly what's there, where it's located down to the inch, and walk out to our facilities and maintain them.
Well, that is great. Again, talking with Garrett Goldman from Green Valley Water. And again, Green Valley Water, I would encourage parents that if they're looking for something to do with their children, a tour of the Green Valley Water facility. And you said the questions, especially from kids, tend to be some real good ones, huh?
I love hearing the questions that come out of the kids. They're always something that you would never expect, but they're always generally on target. They're asking good questions, so it's a lot of fun to give kids tours.
And really, Randy and I can be quite childlike sometimes. So we both did good on the tour, and so I think you can safely take your children out there, and they'll be really, I think, interested, in what is happening and just everything they see out there. Wow. So it's something that, again, encourage parents doing that. Again, check out the new website, greenvalleywater.org. And, something that I want to mention, we're reading and we have this information going out over the station, but you are hiring right now, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We have 3 positions open right now. They're a collection system maintenance operator, a collection system maintenance technician, and then a water reclamation facility or a treatment plant is another way to say that. Gotcha. Operator 1.
And if you want more information on those positions or to apply, again, you can go to greenvalleywater.org/jobs. And that is something I know we've talked about this. I'm very impressed with. You have people that have been at Green Valley Water for a very, very long time. You don't really have, your turnover is through retirement.
Generally, it is through retirement. Either we add a new position or somebody retires.
And that really says a lot about the organization. So kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you.
It's real good. So again, if you are looking for, could it be a new career as well if somebody's looking at?
It's a great career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, you have to be certified. You have to get a certification through the Department of Environmental Quality.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many of those in the state
Mm-hmm.
that actually have that certification. And once you have it, you can go anywhere in the country because it's a national certification
Mm-hmm.
on that. The other thing is we teach on the job. So
Mm-hmm.
the 3 positions we have open right now are entry-level positions.
Mm-hmm.
We will teach you the
Mhm.
job, and the only requirement is a high school diploma or a GED,
Mhm.
and be able to maintain a CDL driver's license.
Wow.
Beyond that, a lot of career advancement opportunities. I've got one gentleman that's been with us for 37 years,
Mhm.
another one for 36 years, and then another one for over 30.
Mm-hmm.
And the one over 30 came to us straight out of high school.
Wow. Wow.
So,
Yeah, that's hey, that's really good to see. There aren't times have really changed to where you really don't see that type of longevity in almost any industry.
yeah, no, it's almost unheard of today.
Yes, yeah, it really is. Going back to the tours, while you were talking, I just thought approximately how long does the average tour take? Or
Depending on how much detail you want us to go into, generally an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And we start in the office and explain the system there, and then we actually go out and tour the treatment plant and show how it works in the field.
Mm-hmm. And I can assure everyone listening or watching on our Facebook page that if you think, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it, I know the smell, it's going to be just too much, the smell will be too much, I can't do it. There is only one place in your facility or on your grounds there where there is a smell, and that's right where the sewage comes into the facility, isn't it?
Yeah, we call that the headworks,
Okay.
and it's where we take out the stuff that shouldn't be in there.
Mm-hmm.
This sewage flow, such as wipes, those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
But anywhere else in a wastewater treatment plant, if you have a smell, something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So yes.
Yeah, and I got kind of close to that bin or whatever, so I thought, how bad is it just right here? But it is very, very isolated,
Yes.
just to that one area, and then as you move away and on the rest of the tour, there's no smell at all.
Yeah, and we generally don't spend a whole lot of time in that area on the tour.
No, I'm sure.
Stand back a little bit, explain it, and then we move on.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably get some kids though that get close to
Oh
it.
yeah,
Want to,
they're very interested in it.
inquisitive,
Yes.
kids, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, oh boy!" But yeah, the rest of the tour, again, you do not have to worry about any smell at all. So it is good. And also what was very impressive during the tour, the tanks. The tanks, where and if you could explain a little bit the bugs,
Right.
where they do their job, and what are they basically doing?
Well, it's all bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all the way from single-cell bacteria up to multi-celled organisms,
Mhm.
which is still considered the bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
And they each have a specific job. So in our treatment trains, we have 5 specific tanks
Mm-hmm.
in the train. And each one is for a purpose.
Mhm.
The first one is to help us with phosphorus removal. The
Mhm.
second one is to help with nitrogen or ammonia removal.
Mm-hmm.
The third one is where it eats all of the food, that's what we call it, coming
Mhm.
into the flow. And then the last 2 tanks are just polishing tanks at that point to make sure that everything's clean and the biomass is ready to go over and rest for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
And another part of the tour that was very, very interesting, the lab.
Yeah.
Where probably a lot of people wouldn't realize that you have a very advanced lab in your facility.
Our lab is licensed by the Department of Health Services, and we'll perform anywhere between 12 and 1,400 tests a month in that lab. Some of them are for compliance reporting, which we have to report to ADEQ on a monthly basis, and other ones are just to help us to be able to monitor what's happening out in the system so that we can make adjustments as needed.
Yeah, again, talking with Garrett Goldman from Green Valley Water, and again, the facility, formerly sanitary district, out there on Dalbaby Ranch Road, past the golf course, and now Green Valley Water. And again, really encouraging people, especially parents with children, and the age group. What would you say? Age is probably school age?
Generally we like the tours to be kids that are 10 or 11 years old or older than that. It's easier to maintain them out there, but really almost any age group. We have college tours that come through Eastern Arizona College, some of the biology classes. Biology is very key to what we do. We're really, I like to call us bacteria ranchers. That's better than some other terms I've heard years ago. They're out there.
Bacteria ranchers.
We carry about 50,000 pounds of bacteria in a given day within the treatment plant.
Yes, and it was interesting, you telling Randy and I how vital. I mean, the bacteria is what is doing the vast majority of the work.
It's doing all of the work.
All of the work.
Yeah.
So if your bacteria, if something were to happen, oh my goodness. So you really, and it's interesting, I guess, to look at it that way, how you take care of that bacteria. You really have to, take care of it.
Yeah. It's just like ranching. You have to maintain an appropriate environment for the type of bacteria that you want. Things that could come down the pipe to us could affect it, and do. If you go to our website and under the education tab, it talks about what not to flush. And there's a whole list of things that should not make its way into the sewer. I encourage people to go and take a look at that.
Well, I know off of, because I believe recently you launched your Facebook page, and you also have an Instagram page as well. But I remember the image, and that really stuck with me off the Facebook page, the 3 Ps. Three Ps, the poo, pee, and paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. So it's good, and you can maybe laugh, it's like, but it's great for teaching children, because probably there are children in so many instances. Well, I can think of one personally myself where one of our children, I forget what toy it was, but right down the toy. And
we find all sorts of stuff. We have a collection of toys that we have found.
Some of them, I hope I wouldn't recognize any, but there's a possibility.
Well, come on down to the Lost and Found.
That's okay. You can keep it, Garrett. It's yours now. So that is great, for educational purposes. For kids to see that and for them to know what is acceptable, what's not. Also, maybe to see the damage it could do, or if not in the home plumbing, it's just not good for the treatment facility as well. That is great. Again, if you want to sign up for a tour, there are regularly scheduled tours on the first Wednesday of each month, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And can people sign up for the tours on the website?
Yes. We actually recommend that you go through the website. That way we make sure that we get all the information correct.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work for you, give us a call. We'll accommodate it.
No, that sounds good. Question, all the rain, I remember you talking about this briefly on the tour, the impact the rain has on your system, and probably heavy rains like we just had as well. So what are some of the impact that has?
Well, we At the treatment plant itself, the rain, it increases or flows, so that changes the dynamics completely through the treatment plant. We have to make adjustments. Out in the collection system, it also takes capacity away from the collection system. So we are actively right now rehabilitating the collection system. Through the GIS system, we actually have a closed circuit TV camera that we can put down the lines. We're inspecting every line in town. You might have seen our TV van out there. Almost looks like the Ghostbusters van.
Oh boy.
But that's what those crews are doing.
Gotcha.
And then we take that TV footage and we review it, and we find areas that need to be repaired. Generally, there are cracks in pipes, roots are a big one that goes in.
Gotcha.
To keep the storm flows out of the sewer system.
So they aren't looking for ectoplasm, right? They're
No.
not looking. Okay.
No.
Good.
We leave that to the professionals.
Yeah. The Ghostbusters. That's too funny. All these images popped into my mind here. No, so again, greenvalleywater.org. If you haven't checked out the new website for Green Valley Water, you really need to give it a visit. See all the information they have on there. Another thing that was added that I think is great is all of the employees, everyone that works out there.
There's a picture. If you see our crews out and about, you can find out a little bit about them on the website, at least a picture of them, and at least you know who they are and that they do work for us. We are very proud of our staff. They do a great job. You think that we have on the books right now, it's about $65 million worth of assets. And we maintain that with 22 employees. 22
people.
Yeah.
Wow, that is it's really good. Again, it's a great facility. I highly encourage people to take a tour. Even, mention children and like a field trip, but if you're just curious about the water treatment facility and Green Valley Water, want to kind of see what they do, how they do it, learn a little bit more. Again, I really would recommend the tour.
Well, we'd be happy to have you out there and encourage you to come.
All right, there we go. Well, Garrett, thank you so much for coming in. And again, they are hiring at Green Valley Water, so you can go to their website, greenvalleywater.org, and it's /jobs. And you can see the positions that they are hiring for. We also have those posted on the KRIM Facebook page. So if you are if you have experience in that field or looking for a new career, again, it's a wonderful career and job opportunity, I think, for a few people. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for watching on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in to KRIM, to the Community Spotlight Program, and also a big thank you to Desert Financial for sponsoring the KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Let's get back to the music right here on KRIM with Conquistador, Procol Harum, on your station that rocks the rim, KRIM. All right.
Went good.
There we go. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Covered all the items there, and yeah. And hopefully get some. Have people signed up for tours, or
we're getting a few more.
Good.
A lot more since we've been on the radio and the new website than the year previous to that. So
yeah, no, the website is great. I mean, everything, the logo, the website, social media. I mean, it's going to make a difference.
It will.
Yeah, you'll see, and I think it's good because I know also the main objective, because I mentioned it to someone and they said, why are they marketing? Or, I mean, who else is someone going to use? They can't choose anyone else. But it is a case of, no, they're doing that because they're educating. It's for educational purposes. It's to, let the community know, hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it. Come on out, and see. Yeah. And so I think it's really good. It's good, and it will be better for the organization, down the road when people are informed. And that's good. And all right.